Has it been a while since you've had a good time? Maybe it's time to consider traveling to Nicaragua to meet some of its lovely women. Why do I say that? Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough. We're going to dive into all of that and more in today's video. We're traveling to Nicaragua to get to know its culture, its traditions, and of course, what its women are like. Are they really as beautiful and approachable as people say? Get ready to be surprised by what you'll discover. First, let's talk about Nicaragua's allure. Located at the heart of Central America, this country has a magnetism that makes it unique. Bordered by the Pacific Ocean to the west and the Caribbean Sea to the east, Nicaragua is not only the largest country in the region, but also one of the most diverse in landscapes and culture. From mountains and volcanoes to idyllic beaches, every corner here has something to offer. Whether you're a nature enthusiast or prefer to immerse yourself in history and urban life, Nicaragua will captivate you. With a population of over 6 million people, Nicaragua is a country rich in cultural influences. Its capital, Managua, is the epicenter of political and economic life. Despite having faced challenging times like devastating earthquakes, Managua has managed to rebuild, and today is a city in constant growth. On its streets, you'll see a blend of modernity and tradition, with local markets mingling alongside shopping centers and the city's hustle, coexisting with the calm of nearby lakes and volcanoes. Nicaragua's history is equally fascinating. Before the Spanish arrived in the 16th century, the region was home to several indigenous groups, each with its own traditions and way of life. The Spanish brought Catholicism and many aspects of European culture, changing life in the region forever. However, the Nicaraguan spirit has remained strong, and the country has continually fought for its independence and stability, preserving many of its traditions and values. It's a nation that works to protect and honor its roots, visible in its national festivals and ceremonies. Today, Nicaragua feels like a place where time flows differently. Life here is slower paced compared to many other places, and this is reflected in the lifestyle of its people. Nicaraguans are known for their kindness and hospitality. In small towns and cities, community life remains central to everything. Families are very close, and bonds with neighbors and friends are strong. It's not unusual to see people chatting on the streets or sharing meals outdoors. Life in Nicaragua is generally relaxed. While major cities like Managua and León have a faster pace, most of the country enjoys a simple, uncomplicated day-to-day life. People tend to get up early to make the most of daylight for working in the fields or in their businesses. Nights, on the other hand, are for gathering with family, enjoying a good meal, or simply relaxing after a long day. Music and dance are essential parts of the culture, especially traditional genres like marimba and Nicaraguan folklore. Nicaraguan culture is a fascinating mix of indigenous and European influences. Religious celebrations like Holy Week are very significant, marked by parades, processions, and community festivities. However, a strong indigenous heritage also endures in the customs, art, and traditions of many communities. Throughout the year, the country celebrates various festivals showcasing its cultural wealth, from patron saint festivals to cultural events that highlight Nicaraguan art and music. Food is also a vital part of life in Nicaragua. Traditional dishes are simple but packed with flavor. Gallo pinto, a mixture of rice and beans, is one of the most iconic dishes and is eaten in almost every household. Other popular dishes include nacatamal, a type of Nicaraguan tamale, and vigorón, a meal made with yuca, pork rinds, and salad. Each bite reflects the simplicity and authenticity of Nicaraguan cuisine. Now it's time to talk about one of Nicaragua's most intriguing attractions, its women. Nicaraguan women are a source of curiosity for many considering visiting this country. With a population of over 6 million, around half of which are women, Nicaragua stands out not only for physical beauty, but also for the warm, welcoming personality of its people that appeals to many foreigners. Physically, Nicaraguan women are generally of medium height, with bodies that reflect a blend of indigenous, African, and European influences. They have attractive and diverse features. Some have darker skin and intense dark eyes, while others have lighter complexions and straight, long hair. This diversity makes them captivating since there's no single type of Nicaraguan woman. Each has her own unique charm and appeal. Usually they are women with curves who know how to highlight their best features. However, what truly sets Nicaraguan women apart isn't just their appearance, but their personality. They are strong women, yet very affectionate and close. Family is the core of their lives, and many of them have grown up in environments where family values are fundamental. This makes them caring, supportive women without losing their independence. They are determined, hard-working, and although they may seem shy at first, once you earn their trust, you'll find them open and passionate. One thing you can't overlook is their sense of hospitality. Nicaraguan women know how to make you feel welcomed and comfortable, whether it's through a warm smile or an easy flowing conversation. Though they may seem a bit reserved at first, once you break that initial barrier, they are open and willing to share their life and culture with you. In relationships, Nicaraguan women tend to be traditional. Most value stable, serious relationships, and while they love passionately, they are also loyal and committed to their partners. However, modernity and globalization have had an impact, and many of them now have a more open mindset when it comes to relationships. They like partners who respect and value them, and aren't afraid to express what they want or need in a relationship. In fact, it's not uncommon to see travelers and tourists on social media who talk about relationships with local women, praising their warmth and charm in close interactions. Would you like to be one of them? Now that you know what Nicaraguan women are like, let's talk about what they look for in a relationship. Here's where many are surprised, as despite first impressions, they value deeper personality traits in a man, not just looks or money. The first thing Nicaraguan women seek is respect. This might sound basic, but in a culture where family is so important, respect towards them, their customs, and especially their families, is essential. If you show yourself as someone who values their independence and respects their choices, you'll earn plenty of points. Keep this in mind when you visit. Nicaraguan women tend to be hardworking and have a clear vision for their future, so they seek a partner who supports their goals, not someone who tries to control or limit their freedom. Stability is also key. While they're passionate and fiery, many Nicaraguan women look for serious, long-term relationships. It's not that they don't like to have fun, but when they see potential in someone, they value someone who is decisive and committed. They want a man who can offer emotional stability and often economic stability as well. This doesn't mean they're looking for someone to take care of them, but rather a partner to build a future with. Authenticity is another crucial trait. They aren't big fans of appearances. They prefer someone genuine, who shows who they are from the start, without trying to impress with false promises or exaggerations. If you can be yourself and show your truest self, you're likely to capture their interest. This might even be the biggest difference compared to other Latin American countries. A sense of humor is also a big plus. They enjoy life, and they want someone they can laugh with and have fun with. After all, life brings enough hardships. There's no need to add a boring, monotonous relationship to the list. A man who can make them laugh, who shows that life doesn't always have to be so serious, will be a top candidate for them. To wrap up, here's what you should know before visiting Nicaragua. Although this country has plenty of charm, and its women are a big part of that magic, there are some essential things to keep in mind before packing your bags and setting out on this adventure. First, respect for local customs is fundamental. Nicaragua is a country with strong traditions and family values, so it's essential to be respectful of both the culture and the people. Nicaraguan women, in particular, highly value courtesy and good manners. This isn't a place where things happen instantly, so be patient and show genuine interest in getting to know their culture and people. Remember, First impressions count, so always be polite and considerate. Another thing to note is that Nicaragua is not a luxury destination, but that's part of its charm. It's a country where life is simpler, and that reflects in the people. Don't be surprised if things move at a slower pace than you're used to. Here, tranquility is part of the lifestyle. Additionally, it's a place where you can enjoy natural wonders, like its stunning volcanoes, untouched beaches, and picturesque towns. The experience will be richer if you arrive with an open mind and a willingness to live something different. As for safety, Nicaragua is generally a safe country for tourists, but as with any destination, it's important to be cautious and aware. Avoid areas that are not recommended and follow locals' advice to move around safely. Although tourism is growing, Nicaragua is still a developing country, so some services may be limited in certain places. Lastly, remember that while visiting Nicaragua can be a wonderful experience, it's important to remain respectful and humble. Nicaraguan women, like any other, deserve respect, and the best way to impress them is to treat them with dignity and admiration. If you're patient and approach with genuine respect, you're sure to enjoy your time here, perhaps even more than you expected. After all, who knows what surprises this beautiful country holds for you? Nicaragua is a country full of surprises, and if you take the time to understand and appreciate it, you'll walk away with an unforgettable experience. You won't just discover stunning landscapes and a rich culture, but also an authentic way of life that will make you see the world from a different perspective. So, if you're thinking about visiting Nicaragua, prepare yourself for a journey that may change you forever. Perhaps even leading you to meet someone special who could make a real difference in your life. Are you up for it? Let us know in the comments if you knew about this country's culture and what caught your attention the most. We're reading. Thank you.